everyone, and welcome back to round 4 for the Adelaide Eternal Highlander Challenge for October 2019. I'm Drew Carter and here with Beckett Wolfe.
G'day guys.
Today we have Talulla again after her excellent performance last round, facing off against Nick Savidis, who you saw in round 1 against James. So Nick is on the right. He's playing the 4-colour time vault list. It's kind of Jeskai, kind of Grixis, but just a splash of mainly blue-red base. It's got time vault. It's trying to combo out with Urza and Thopter Sword, and it's got the Voltaic and the Manifold Key to get infinite turns with time vault. Paradox Engine as well, just to combo out with a lot of artifacts. Welding, Shenanigans, and up at the top end, it's got Sundering Titan, Wormcoil Engine as kind of big rampy threats. There's some filter and search spells, solid 6 snow-covered basics to power out the Arkham's Astrolabe. Those basics may be relevant against Talulla as well.
Yeah, I think so. She's on a Wasteland play.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen both of these decks as well. I mean, if you want to check out Nick's game in round 1 and Talulla's game last round, we'll get Talulla's deck up on the screen. Who do you think is favoured in this one, Drew?
I think Nick has a lot of power in game 1. He can just power through a mid-range deck, provided it's not interacted with too heavily. And I expect that to happen in game 1, but then depends what kind of sideboard hate Talulla's got.
Well, she'd have some artifact destruction for sure.
Yeah.
And there's no getting around it if you're playing, the time vault list. Is there do you know what I mean? It's always going to be very, very relevant.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's got Collector Roof and Cinder Vines, Destructive Revelry, Ancient Grove. She's got excellent. A Fiery Confluence, she's got amazing kind of attack. Even Choke is good for game 2, but game 1, I think it's Nick's to lose. Although it matters, the die roll's relevant. So let's get down to the game and have a look.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Nick's also running Mana Crypt and Grim Monolith, so I think there's some potential for
Mana Vault.
So Mana Vault.
Yeah.
So there's some potential for really explosive, but arguably inconsistent hands from Nick.
So Nick's got turn 1 Ponder.
Ponder's going to make it a bit more consistent, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a very aggressive Ponder. He probably has a 2-drop to follow it up with. I tend to hold it, but with these decks, you just want to tap out and present threats.
Well, also Nick's specifically looking for something. I agree. If I'm playing Control, I don't mind holding my Ponder because, especially if I don't know what I'm playing against, it's the classic. I mean, I've said it before. What are you looking for? Am I really that desperate to find my turn 2 Baleful streaks? Unless I'm playing against aggro, not really, no. But he's playing combo, so I think it's fair to say I'm going to Ponder to try to find time vault.
Yeah, that's fair. So I wonder if the mana attack plan or the loan plan is relevant here. It's a little bit slow against the kind of, although it depends how
I think it's going to be really hit and miss because I think if Nick's got Wormcoil Engines in hand, then it can do a lot, but you're not going to know how much it's doing. If you're Talulla, you don't really know how much your mana denial does because you could mana deny them and then they just have Mana Crypt time vault and you're not really achieving much.
I think Nick does have Mana Crypt in his hand actually. He's holding it back.
Sorry, yeah, Crypt, yeah.
Best Immune Stage into Sylvan Library. So
that's pretty good, yeah. Not that Nick's trying to get card advantage, but card advantage is certainly relevant, and the life is not very relevant in a game like this. So
yeah, although Talulla's not putting on any damage yet, so that gives Nick time to combo out. I think he's got Arkham's Astrolabe. Yeah.
What do you think of Crypt in a time vault
Sword
deck?
of the Meek in his hand?
I really.
Oh, you think he can die? There it is.
Well, when I used to play Vintage, I cut it because I just hated comboing out with time vault and then not being able to win because I can just die to my. You're in a clutch game and you just get assemble the combo and you're 2 life and then you're oh wait, I just lose to Mana Crypt. It's not even a matter of I might lose, I just lose. I'm not going to be able to kill him in 8 turns and I'm on whatever 5 life. It's just guaranteed lose.
I suppose he's got Khan, the Great Creator, to kill it. He's got Wormcoil for life game.
That's true.
So
easier said than done.
I think you raise a very important point.
Just a risk I might as well not run.
Well, it's a very powerful card, though. That's the thing. It's probably the best ramp card.
We played a recent event at Good Games, and there was something 30% of the field was playing Mana Crypt.
Yeah, that's good. So, he's got the combo. He's got the other half in his hand.
Does he?
Yeah. So that's the Foundry.
There's another way to get rid of Mana Crypt.
And the Arkham's Astrolabe was very sweet there because filtering the mana to help him cast it.
Very true, yeah. And sacking now to make an idiot and gain a life.
Yeah, well, the Arkham's Astrolabe's done its work, provided you can cast the second half of the combo next turn. Wasteland, does Wasteland stop it? No, because she only needs 3 mana. Well, sorry, Nick needs 3, and then like one other to start sacking, and after that, it's not infinite, mind you. It's not an infinite. Oh no, yeah, it doesn't have the Urza. It's just life and dudes over time.
It's pretty good though. One mana for a life and a 1/1.
Yeah, which is very good against this style of deck.
It's good against any fair deck.
Yeah. Well, yeah, which this is. Yeah. So she's paying 4 life.
I think that's pretty reasonable. There's not heaps of pressure.
Well, she's got the strip. Okay. I don't think that's going to be enough because the mana crypt provides so much mana.
It does.
Yeah. Although,
what?
A Braid main deck?
That's pretty good.
That is insane.
We were talking about Braid last game.
Would you do? I suppose yeah. If you're on the strip plan, you just attack mana.
Yeah.
But she might get a bit punished here if this combo comes down.
Yeah. I mean, he's still going to be able to untap and do it again. I don't mind that from Talulla.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you can't put him on just having the combo, having seen like only 10 cards.
That's right, in Highlander especially. So Vista.
I don't think she runs Rex Sage or something. She got Knight of Autumn.
Nick's going to be able to untap here, play third land, and like air quotes combo. I think he'd be very far ahead if he does, but it's certainly not game over at that point. It's not. She doesn't. This isn't her only opportunity to interact.
You can kind of keep up, can't you? Could you kind of keep up with that?
You can't keep up.
You can't keep up with it.
No fair deck can keep up with it. I don't think.
Okay.
Like from unless they're already very far ahead, no fair deck can keep up with it. It's just a matter of her being able to find.
Oh, Knight of Autumn!
I was about to say find a Rex Sage or something.
She's had the perfect interaction. Nick must be spewing.
Well, but he had a very good hand also. This is quite a game.
What else?
She's also had Sylvan Library.
I think he's got Time Vault in his hand as well.
Far out.
So now the game is swung heavily back towards Talulla. She's got some damage, some filtering. So
a few
he mustn't have Time Vault.
Irrelevant.
He might have Time Vault in his hand. I think he does.
And he doesn't want it to get Rex Saged.
Yeah.
There's a few irrelevant cards now though for Nick. If he doesn't have the Time Vault, we see just like Sword and Voltaic Key like not presenting anything for the board.
Well, that's the risk you run if you run like more of a combo-tastic.
He's got a bit of time though.
Style.
Like the 2/1's not going to get into the 1/1. There's no real pressure out. He's on 21 life. He's got three mana out.
The Sylvan Library should be giving Talulla gas though.
She's on 13. She can't do it forever.
No, I just meant as cards.
Manipulation of the top. Yeah.
But so Nick's mana base here is very stable. You can see the virtue of running some just islands.
He wouldn't mind Astrolabe though.
Yeah, true. If he's got draws a welder or something, he's missing that mana. So that was quite aggressive to get rid of that Astrolabe. 3 wishes for a forest. So there must be 2 cards that do that. That's 3
Nature's
wishes.
Law, I think, is we were talking about it in the last game. We were getting confused. This is 3 wishes, but I think do they do the same thing?
Yeah.
One's just expensive.
This is the expensive one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So again, I think not having the budget version on Talulla's side is costing her life, but it's not too relevant in this matchup where it's
Just gotta get those takers.
Yeah. I think some generous people will offer to lend her, but it's up to her. Yeah, what she wants to do. Let's see if Nick's got the Time Vault in hand. He won't lose to his own mana crypt.
There's not too many ways she can interact now that a Braid's gone as well. I don't think main board. Instant speed.
She's got something. She's still considering something. 3 cards in hand. Nick's just sitting there quietly, like he's not sitting on Time Vault.
That's the poker face. We can't quite see his face, but
I think I saw it. I'm not sure.
Do you think there's like a lot of good tells about? Sometimes I'm worried I give off tells when I've got the spell snare, or I've got the misstep, like I've got the combo. I feel like I give off tells.
You probably do, but Magic's such a difficult game. I don't have any mental energy to devote to tells.
Yeah, right.
Some players would, but I don't. I'm just flat out keeping up with what's happening with the cards.
I try to think about it, and sometimes I feel like I can see tells, but then like I'm not confident enough to change what I was going to do based on that.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want to do is change what you want to do.
Okay, so
and then get punished.
Yeah. Let's see if there's a card slammed down here.
Bang.
Yep, I was right. That's game over.
So, well, good game.
She wants to see more of the deck.
No, she goes down.
Come on. I'd let him. I want to see the win con.
No, you got the 1-1. 1-1 fire.
I was flying?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
20 turns.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, arguably, you can
still see the graveyard as he discards to hand size.
Yeah, he can play lands, but sure. I think it's a bit of a stretch.
So let's go sideboard. So Talulla did really well to interact then, but she still got done.
Look, Nick had the nuts. He had both the sort of mid-range combo and the devoted insta win. But yeah, mate, I'll tell you what, there's a lot coming in. We got Relic of Progenitors, Paducah Bog, EE. I don't know about Tormod's Crypt, maybe.
I wouldn't bring it. I mean, it does shut off the Thopter combo, but I wouldn't bring it in.
And
it deals with welders as well.
I don't like Tormod's Crypt.
It's a whole card in general. Yeah, I agree.
I'd like Silent Graveyard or something.
I would definitely play Tormod's Crypt as a dedicated hate against Reanimator, but that's its only role. Yeah. And Storm.
But then you might as well play...
It's my third or fourth base of a graveyard interaction. Yeah.
I play the Scrabbling Claws.
I play... Sometimes it's good off Khan game one if you need graveyard interaction.
What about Nile Spellbomb and play Bayou for Deathright Shaman?
I wouldn't mess with my mana base just for that card.
Well, people splash back for Deathright Shaman.
Yeah, but that's powerful.
You play both?
I generally don't splash for it.
Anyway, what else is coming in? Fiery Confluence, definitely.
So many cards.
Red Elemental. I don't like Pyroclasm. I know there's those 1/1s, but that's about it. I think you'd rather be hitting the graveyard. Ancient Tomb, obviously. Tin Divine's Destructive Revelry.
Ancient Grudge, yeah.
Sorry. Ancient Grudge.
Veil of Summer is an option. Because he plays blue, but it's not a good one.
Yeah.
No, you don't need. Collector is going to be huge. But Nick is, as I said, in round one, he's got the responsible mana base. So his lands don't get nuked by null rod effects. He's got all the basics and stuff.
So he's not playing like Seed of the Synod and stuff.
Exactly.
Like that,
He's not. So he's got quite a normal.
I guess
base.
he doesn't. There's not that much in his. I mean, Whir of Invention doesn't like what Transmute Artifact. I don't know. I mean, there's not that many.
Tolarian Academy, he's not running that. That's what really.
Yeah, Tolarian is the difference between his and like Michael's list, for example.
Yeah. And Michael doesn't run Time Vault, it's just different points.
Mm.
But so what's Nick bringing in? So there's the Engineered Explosives, just general utility. Pithing Needle for.
Maybe Ensnaring Bridge. It's prime time.
Yeah.
I think Chaos Warp is one. I think we were saying in round one. It's just maybe something you just always bring in because you assume they're bringing in some kind of hate, so you just always bring that in.
Yeah. For the oof.
Yeah. I don't think there's much though. Like Torpor Orb seems a bit lackluster.
Winter Orb.
Torpor.
Sorry. What does that do again?
Stops ETBs of creatures.
Oh, that's quite relevant.
2 mana artifact.
It's not a pod deck, but it's.
Yeah.
It stops Night of Autumn.
It doesn't stop Courser of Kruvix though.
No, it doesn't do enough.
And they've still got the critter, you know. Like people are like, oh yeah, I'm getting value off it. Well, you've spent 2 mana on a card, and they've spent 3 mana on a card, and they're doing 2 damage with theirs. You know, and you're not doing any damage.
Stop half of it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You only stop half of it.
A Braid's worth bringing in as creature removal.
Yep.
Tanglewire is an interesting one. That's what's it there for? I don't know. It just buys you tempo in the early game, maybe to.
I suppose so. Maybe he
could weld it.
Maybe Nick's just saying I don't have that much to do. Turn 1, 2, 3.
It could be a wish target for something.
So he just wants to go like I can go Tanglewire, and then just once Tanglewire expires, I'll play Wormcoil Engine.
It must be good against control. You tap down the lands, and then you can resolve with Expel. It's like another defense.
I'll play that.
Yeah. Side Master Thopterus would be great in this matchup because you're expecting like a null rod effect to come in.
Yeah.
Plays around that.
I really want to see that Emery. I got absolutely destroyed by that card.
What was it doing?
It came out for like 1 mana.
Yeah.
And then
that's normal.
Yeah, and then it was just like there was an engine. I think there's like a Faithless Setting was cast or something, or
like a
Goblin Welder was cast, and it's just able to be like play this mana crypt for 3, like for free.
Oh,
Like
okay.
sack the mana crypt to Duretti, like play the mana crypt for free.
Yeah, weld out the mana crypt and then play it again for free.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just brutal. Like just the card advantage and like
Yeah.
the ramp.
It's a infinite combo with Mindslaver. That's cool.
There you go.
Yeah, 10 mana. But yeah.
There's a
Like-
few of those, isn't there, with the with that land as well.
Yeah, Academy runs. You need
But
12
it's
for
never
that.
really gotten off the ground in Highlander, has it?
No, I reckon it's good though. In Blue Drazi, Graham's rocking that list in Melbourne a little bit. Emery, I faced down an Emery as well, and he went to cast Mishra's Bauble to get like a one-sided Howling Mine because you can just play that every turn for free.
Yeah.
Force a negation to exile the Bauble,
Very nice.
so he can't get it.
Huge
He
place.
wasn't-
Never thought I'd see that.
He wasn't expecting it, and even though he'd seen it, like he'd seen my hand, and yeah, it bought me a lot of time.
I think Emery's very powerful.
I think it's insane. Yeah, it's one of the cards responsible for the utter resurgence of like artifact based strategies in Adelaide.
There's been a lot of people playing artifacts right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Straight into Dak Fadens as well. What do you think that's happened? Is that just a combination? Well, I know. I think Rug Life was beating Channel a little bit, so Michael shifted from Channel to artifact based decks. We tried our Eldrazi just to go bigger than the mid-range decks. Maybe that's why the people are playing it. There's not many unfair decks. If it's all fair decks, then you just bring in a big artifact monster.
yeah, I guess there's a lot of fair decks, and Wormcoil Engine's very good against that. Maybe.
Yeah. So there was a lot of interaction on Talulla's hand.
Ooh.
Well, I can't see that. There's some artifacts. There's a Khan. Good fast mana. Ooh, that's
Very
a
nice.
lot of fast mana. So we could be staring down a Mycosynth lockout here, depending on what Talulla has to say about it. I think I saw Relic of Progenitus in her hand, and a Pyroblast maybe. I'm not sure.
It's going to be a lot of mana though, either way, right? It's going to be one very big turn, and without counter spells, you've got to assume that something's getting resolved.
Yeah, like she can't counterspell it. But she can like remove it.
Yeah, she can remove the Grimroll right now as well. Is she playing? No, she's playing Ancient Grudge. Ancient Grudge.
Yeah, there's plenty of destruction. Yeah, Destructive Revelry. Ancient Grudge is a powerhouse. She's got a lot of hate. She should be able to do well. That's the thing though. You never see the turn 1 Dork because of her build. I missed that. But she's got other options. So that's a slow hand from her. I think I saw Relic. She didn't play it.
She's thinking about it.
Maybe she's holding up Pyroblast. I think I saw that as well. Equal Wellspring to draw a card when it comes and goes. Glimmer of Voice, that's fairly safe now with 3 artifacts. So Mox Opal's turned on. So that's another mana.
5 here, right?
Yeah. So you could have 8 next turn. No, not now. So he's tapped out for Khan. So it's on an uncontested board. It's gone down. That's interesting. So he's put it into bolt range to pick up something out of the board. Whereas another option would be ticket up for no value, but you get it out of bolt range and then the Mycosynth lockout. Is that much more threatening?
Yeah, okay. You just all in on that.
Yeah.
But then, like, I don't know.
It takes 2 turns.
That's true.
Because you got to untap your Grim Monolith to get enough mana.
I suppose, and then it's always out of bolt range.
But it's super threatening, Mycosynth lockout, especially against a deck without counter spells. They need to get creatures on board to pressure the Khan.
They can deal with it. I mean, they can float 2 mana, like Mycosynth Resolve, and then grudge it. But I agree. Maybe that's better. I usually tend to down tick my Khans because I just want to guarantee I get that value out of it. And then if it gets bolted, whatever, 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Although it's not really a 2 for 1 if you're tapping Grim Monolith, is it?
I'm not in 2 for 1
Because
mindset.
you've got 2 for 1 yourself.
I'm in like win the game mindset, not 2 for 1.
I'll pay that.
Yeah.
I'll pay that.
Yeah. So yeah, it depends. Are you playing like a mid-range grindy strategy or a combo? If you're playing combo, you want to just win the game. The Khan's good though because he can play both roles.
But I guess when you're so far ahead, you need to take the risk.
Yeah, Inventor's Fair for a bit of life gain and a bit of tutoring. So
do we know what he got off the Khan, or are you just assuming?
No, he didn't show. He didn't show me. He's got a big board, and Talulla's must be holding up some interaction because she's got full grip.
Well, Ancient Grudge here. It's pretty strong.
Yeah.
I keep saying it, but like, there's 2 artifacts, right?
Yeah. But wouldn't you do it to take him off the Mox Opal if you had it?
Not necessarily. What's 1 extra mana?
Yes,
it's
quite
quite a
true.
lot.
You're waiting for a better target. Here it is. Paradox Engine.
That's every time you cast a spell, untap all permanents?
Non-land permanents.
Yeah. But that includes Grim Monolith.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or
Braid,
end of turn. Braid, okay.
Yeah.
That's definitely a worthy target. I started building a deck around that when I saw it was banned in like EDH or something. I thought, okay, it must be good. And it is very good.
I've seen it in Vintage.
If you have the Mana Rocks, it's great.
Yeah. I mean, it's also good with Time Vault. Untaps Time Vault.
Yes, yeah, that's another reason why Nick's got it. So he's down the card again, even though he didn't. He could have attacked with Equal Wellspring because he wasn't casting the card that he got.
Well, I think he down for Paradox Engine. I think that's in his sideboard. Maybe.
No, it's not in his sideboard unless he sided it out for this matchup.
I could be wrong. Maybe he just downed and then played it, and it felt like he'd done it. But yeah, I got the impression he downed, searched for it, played it.
Okay.
But yeah, it seems like he's gone for that mid-range, like he trading a card for a card, and not the. I guess it's sort of mid-range, but I don't know. He's just ahead, right?
Talulla doesn't have any pressure.
None.
The interaction's good if you can back it up. If you've got a Goblin Guide damaging them, but it's not Talulla's plan. And it's a problem if you don't have creatures. The Planeswalkers are really good. She's considering Wasteland on the Ancient Tomb. The Inventor's Fair is kind of threatening as well.
But also the Glimmer Void's mana.
Yeah, you're tempted to get rid of
relevant mana.
In terms of the colours.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's not really in a position to kill all the artifacts to kill the Glimmer Void that way. Unless you can Fiery Confluence.
I think you'd ideally want to just tap out and play a 4-drop. Although she doesn't have that. Okay, so what? That's life and then very late game gas?
Yeah.
I think I might have gone Glimmer Void there.
Just as...
Although, to be honest...
He only needs one. He doesn't need double pips.
Ancient Tomb and Inventor's Fair is quite good. Because you get the life back, so you're able to just like go very hard on your Ancient Tomb. So I'll pay that.
There's the Relic. She's had that for a while, I think. Ponder. So he's not... So Nick's not really worrying about Mycosynth's plan at this point. He's just tapping out for other threats. Well, there's a Seed of the Sinner, but he doesn't have lots of those lands.
Uptick on Echo Wellspring, get him for 2.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. There you go.
I did that with my Trinisphere. It's a lot of fun. And then I got to play all my Wanderers.
Yeah, and you turn off the Trinisphere that way.
Turn off the Trinisphere, yeah.
There's the Tangawai. He did bring it in. So it's quite good here.
It is good here. Although Relic of Progenitus is very relevant.
Yeah, he's generally going to have a lot more permanents than his opponent.
I thought he might hold up and play untap Grim Monolith.
Yeah, just untap Grim Monolith. Although, once you get down to 1 loyalty on Khan, the Mycosynth's a long way off because you've got to get up to 3. Unless you, to then fetch the Mycosynth.
And I don't know if I'd do that if I was still alive. I'd want to keep that around for Tangawai. Tangawai, maybe you're saying, well, I'm going to get tapped out either way this turn, but then next turn, you've got 1 whole extra permanent not to tap, right?
She's probably searching for another land.
I guess so, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. She feels pretty far behind you though, doesn't she?
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 permanents versus...
Oh, and still whiffs.
8.
Yeah.
So Equal Wellspring does...
Equal Wellspring. Equal Wellspring's doing things.
And you can control the triggers where you can only do 3, like, rather than...
Yeah. If you haven't seen it before, there's 2 triggers on the upkeep. 1 to down-tick Tangawai from fading, and 1 to tap the permanents to the Tangawai, and obviously you stack it so that you are always tapping less than your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So now Talulla will have to tap 3, and then Nick will only have to tap 2 in the next turn.
Trinket Mage?
Tangawai is one of those really beautiful cards where, like, it seems fair on paper. Like, it says that it's even, but it's actually not. No. I really, really like those cards, and, like, it's, like, good... First of all, because it's a bit manipulative how good it is. It sounds good, but it's not quite like that. It's not quite that even. And then also that you can build a deck around it. Like Winter Rob's another really good example where it's like both players. It's fair, but like one person gets blown out because they've tapped out. You know, and you've
got a
built
higher curve,
and you've built your deck to like be better with it.
So that's Voltaic key. But it'll help with the Grim Monolith if nothing else.
Absolutely, with the Tangle Wire as well.
No, it doesn't do anything with Tangle. Oh, just what's the permanent?
It's permanent. Yeah. Just a dumb permanent. Yeah.
I think most cards in his deck, well, not all, but yeah, most cards are permanents.
Astrolabe's another sort of good example. Just dumb permanents. I guess that's why he's got the Tangle Wire, right?
Yeah. So Talulla's hand is maximum interaction, but nothing else.
Yeah.
And it's not enough. She needs to be advancing her plan. She's had so much hate in the sideboard that she's been able to interact with Nick, although not stymie him totally.
I think we talked about this in round 1 about whether or not it's correct to side in Rebs, and we said it's a blue deck, but like there's not that many blue cards. Like the cards you're scared of are colourless, right? And look right here, the cards I'm scared of are Khan, maybe Grim Monolith. Tangle Wire is not scary, but it's the card that's annoying you the most.
This is Marcus Ampere. Yep.
And then Time Vault. So like you can lose. Yeah, there you go. You can lose with Rebs in hand. What was it? Fiery Confluence would have been nice.
Choke. Yeah.
See again, choke would have done nothing.
Yeah. So if she kept the Wasteland, she could have cast the Fiery Confluence when she drew it later. So that was a key decision she faced.
Yeah. Tangle Wire would have got her anyway. But
I mean, what about this? What's that record?
Maybe she had it but didn't want to do it because it's Ichor Wellspring and it taps Grim Monolith.
Yeah, but I think there would have been a spot where you could have destroyed all these artifacts to get rid of the Glimmer Void. I would have done it then.
That's true. That's very true.
But yeah, obviously the Tangle Wire stopped her from casting like the Elvish Reclaimer and stuff like that.
Well, I think it's a bit of knowledge of the, you know, there were no blunders there really. It was just like a knowledge of what I'm playing against and like how to board, you know, because it's one of those things where it feels good, like choke feels good, but
it's not really
surprisingly, you know,
it's not your plan.
But well played from Nick, especially, I think.
Yeah, that's great. And also a lesson in like over sideboarding. Like maybe there's too many sideboards. Look how many cards are there. Like, well,
it depends what she sides out though.
Yeah, but you just got to be able to
can't have it all.
Execute your plan as well.
I mean, she had Night of Autumn in game 1 and still didn't get there, and that's the perfect mix of interaction and threat. You know, she still wasn't able to get there. So I think Nick just had a very powerful hand as well.
Yeah, I think you get both games right. And I think there you saw that combo beats mid-range. That's what you saw. Artifact-based combo, yeah. All right, sweet. I'm looking forward to round 5. I'll see you then.
See you then, guys.